Blog Talk Radio.
In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust as the Republic of Intellect. The real 144,000 being gathered in saying time of mentally, the Amen race, the bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, the intellectual leader, Minkari. This is Intellect Radio. Tonight we're going to be discussing weapons. All our weapons of today be our children's toys of tomorrow. Yes, they will be. Let me explain what I mean by that. And turn that fan off because it's distracting. So, when you have weapons, people start out with this idea, like for guns, for example. If you see a gun, a child sees a gun, right? 9 times out of 10, a child associates any kind of object with a toy or something to play with. They'll play with a wallet. They'll play with glasses, right? A child, anything of any, they don't have any real clear and concise understanding of what objects are when they're young. Everything is a toy to them. Your keys, your wallet, you know, they pulling on you, you're pulling on your hair. Everything is something to be pulled on, played with, explored, right? Everything is objective to them, not subjective. They pull on things, they prod because they are exploring. They learning things. You see? They learning things. All right? And because they are learning things and exploring things about themselves and their surroundings, everything comes off as a toy. Now, when children see guns are no different. Why? Because, and I'm talking about in the minds of our children, first and foremost, but first and all children, when they see weapons, it could be a knife, a gun, any form of weapon. It's still a toy to them. You know, until you tell them it's dangerous, right? A weapon is a toy to a child until you tell them no, that's dangerous. Don't handle that. Don't deal with that. And then it becomes through teaching a weapon to them. A knife and all that, a razor, gun becomes a weapon. So once they get that, once that goes into their minds of what a weapon is, once that goes into their level of thinking, then they start to learn what danger is. Right? They're taught danger and to be cautious from adults and not to touch certain things, not to touch certain weapons, not to touch certain things that will hurt them. But when the gun was found, or should I say gunpowder was found, the spirit in which gunpowder was found, as we talk about the weapon, the gun being the most still dangerous, considered a dangerous weapon on earth, the gun, right? That's at the disposal of man. When gunpowder was found by the Asians, it was done in the spirit of games or toys. Like, for example, gunpowder is the product of saltpeter and charcoal, right? That is the product. Gunpowder is the product of that. You put those two compounds together that are found in the earth. You put those two compounds together that are found in the earth to make gunpowder. The Asians put that together by accident, but not really by accident. The Amen allowed them to put that together. But let me keep going further. Nothing happens by accident in this space. The Amen control everything. Will our weapons of today be our children's tools of tomorrow? Yeah, because in the future, our children are going to use guns like they pop guns. Because their skin is going to get so tough, and the bullet's not going to be able to penetrate their skin anymore. I'm just letting you know. The future children will be bulletproof. The future children will be bulletproof. The Amen children will be bulletproof. Bullets won't be able to penetrate their skin because they will become like reptilian skin, that thick. And so they're going to be shooting themselves with guns that y'all was killing each other with. In the future, they're going to be shooting each other with guns and playing with them that y'all was killing yourselves with in the past. I'm just letting you know that. That's why I said our weapons of the day are their toys of tomorrow. They're going to be playing with machine guns, shooting each other, laughing. It's going to be like paint guns. It's going to be like pellet guns. Real guns are going to be like paint guns and pellet guns for our children in the future. Why will they be? Because they were created in the spirit of to be a toy for people. And that has never changed. Even when you kill each other, you can kill somebody with a goddamn toy. You see? But the spirit of it was always to be childlike and be something like a firework. So that's going to continue. That has never left. What do the weapons represent to the beast? Power to him. It represents power, the power to take life. That's what he finds to be powerful, the ability to take life. But that's not even really a power, because you can lose your life a lot of ways. Not by his hand. But he makes people that I can inflict this. I got this weapon to inflict death on you. You better leave me alone. Because you should be able to do that with your mind and not with a threat or a weapon. People should want to follow you because you make sense, not because you scare them. Why do they represent, only children want people to follow them out of fear? That's what you call bullies. That's what you call bullies. But the gang or the crew or the clique or the set or the corporation is run by the smart guys. Not by the bullies. Not by the big dumb bullies with the guns. That's why there's business people behind America. When you see these white dumb couples out here with these guns, it's businessmen who ain't gonna pick up a gun behind them that pull their chain. Why do they represent it to the beast? What do they represent to the beast? They represent power to him. They represent masculinity, because obviously the white man, your average white man ain't a man. And the ones who call themselves a man, they trying, a lot of them got it in them and they trying to mimic. What are the real weapons on earth? Your mind, your mental. Because all weapons come through that. All thoughts of weapons come through that. And all thoughts of weapons will be produced through that. Your mind will be the weapon. For the complete broadcast, you're going to have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe. Go join Mentellect Patreon.
Rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, and then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The infinite capability that we